I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
All right, greetings and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm your host, My name is Man. One more episode, one more night of our schoolboy football show. We have our regular panelists who are going to be in here as we look at some of the ding-dong battles of last weekend. Some major derbies, or derbies, however you want to pronounce it, that took place. And yes, and then we're also going to preview some very interesting games coming up this week in the Manning and the Costa Cup. Also, a couple of zones will be having some playoffs, and we have a better understanding of the playoffs. And we're going to talk a little bit about St. Mary's College. Many people have been giving them a hard time, but we want to share some information as to possibly some of the things that could have led to their withdrawal from the competition. So stay tuned, get ready. And before we get into that, though, let me say a big up to our sponsors. The sponsors for this video is none other than Trick Nick. Trick Nick is a Jamaican owned and operated company in Canada, right? They're in Canada, and here's what they do. They use authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products. And they're offering 25% discount on all their products. All you have to do is to shop at, very simple, shop at www.tricknick.ca and use the code I am sure sports 001 and you will get 25% discount. In fact, today is Cyber Monday and they are giving away, watch this, they're giving away one product free for every product you purchase. So check them out, people, and be a part of what they are doing. All right, big up to all the persons who are already in the comment section. A lot of respect to you all. I see Nigel Smith in the comment section saying that Lennon for the Costa Cup title this year. Richard Stevens out of England. Bless up and big up. Fresh God. Big up. And we have one of our panelists here. He's the man who is on the scene, though he's called Unseen. Come on, Unseen. What's going on? Greet your people. Talk to them.
Yes, man is one. Big up everybody and in the comment section. Glad to see you guys coming on board, ready to talk about your team. Yeah, some breaking, scores. Some team fail. Some coaches on the line to lose their job. Yeah, some coaches did not do well as we thought, and hence the school is in difficult trouble now in the group. So we're going to talk about that, and let's people to stay tuned and listen up.
All right, all right, all right, people. So let me start off by saying this, right? Let me give you the first thing I want to give you is that one of the big games. Ernest 90 I don't know what to say about Calabar. We're going to talk about Calabar a little later, and the coach down at Calabar there because I think he's going to get, I don't know. But let's talk about over in the DaCosta Cup. Firstly, let me bring up a couple of very interesting zones, Zone A and Zone B, because sometimes the DaCosta Cup don't get a lot of feature when you hear these discussions, but some very interesting things are happening. Let's look at Zone B in the Zone A in the DaCosta Cup first, right? A team unseen that a lot of attention is not being paid to this team. I think this team has one of the smallest players in the entire Manning and DaCosta Cup. He's a 14-year-old that plays on the William Nib team. He's no
Yes.
more than 3 feet tall. All right?
Right.
He's 14-year-old, but a very good player. This William Nib team, people, they have played 5 games and they have won all 5. They are 5 from 5. They are the only team with a perfect record so far in the Costa Cup. That's William Nib out
One is
of
one.
yeah.
A break a while ago. Continue.
Yeah, out of Trelawney, right? So they have played 5, they have won 5, they have scored 18 goals and conceded only 4. In that zone, right? Very interesting because only 2 teams are coming out of that zone. So William Nib have 2 more games remaining. And here's the thing. Herbert Morrison is on 12 points, right? Herbert Morrison is on 12 points in second place, right?
Right.
So they have a very interesting game. I think their game is the big game between Herbert Morrison. I think the big game will be Herbert Morrison versus Cornwall College, which is tomorrow at 1 p.m. And here's what. If Herbert Morrison wins that game, they are through to the second round along with William Nib.
Right.
Along with William Nib, because no other team would be able to pass William Nib, right? At this point. So William Nib would go through and Herbert Morrison would go through because Irwin are on like 9 points and they have 2 games, which would bring them to 15 points, which would be 11 points. But they have, like I said, William Nib has a superior goal advantage.
Different.
Right, so that's a big game tomorrow between Cornwall College and Herbert Morrison. If Cornwall College wins that game, they are in pole position to qualify. And all that needs to happen is that William Nib needs a drawn game against Holland, who they're playing tomorrow at 3 o'clock as well. And Holland are second from bottom. I mean, they have won 1 game, so they have 3 points. So you expect William Nib to beat them. So William Nib goes to 18 points and no one can pass them. All right. Have you been following up that zone unseen, and what say you?
Yeah, I've been following that zone, I saw that the young man who was 14-year-old coming up, they highlighted him on the ISA page on Facebook. And I was looking at him, very short, but looked like he has a lot of quality. The coach is trusting him, and look like he's also scoring goals on the team. So William Nib so far is superior within 5 games, scoring a lot of goals, 18 goals. Goals against 4, that means they are defending well, and their goal difference is 14 above all the other teams. Herbert Morrison, 8 goal difference, scoring only 14 goals and 6 against. They are leaking also Coronel College. So for me, that game with Herbert Morris and Coronel College, it's going to be the team who can defend better. So far, if you look at the tables, Herbert Morrison, um, Herbert Morrison scoring more goals, but not really defending well. Cornwall have a better defending based on how many goals scoring them. So
All right. Yeah.
it's going to be a ding dong battle.
Yeah. All right. So let me explain to Richard. So Richard Stevens, the Manning Cup is predominantly the teams in urban Jamaica, which is Kingston and the more urban parts of St. Catherine, right? Those are the teams in the Manning Cup. The Costa Cup teams are the teams in outside of Kingston and St. Andrew and the rural parts of St. Catherine. So that's the real distinction. So there are a few teams in St. Catherine. All the schools in Portmore, all of those schools are in the Manning Cup. You have your Spanish Town High, your St. Diego, your Jose Marti, your Heidel. Those teams out there in St. Catherine, they are in the Manning Cup, but you have like the Uwarton, the Bagua, the McGrath, those are St. Catherine teams, but they play in the Manning Cup and all the other rural parishes. And so that is the distinction for those who are watching from overseas and don't understand how it works. All right, so the Manning Cup is predominantly Kingston and St. Andrew and urban St. Catherine, while rural St. Catherine and all the other parishes make up the DaCosta Cup. So that's right. So William Nib is in Trelawney, they are in the DaCosta Cup, and they are in Zone A. All right, so there you go. That's Zone A. Zone B, this is my zone. Yes, this is my zone. This is my zone because sitting pretty at the top of Zone B is the Manning's School. Yes, Manning's had a big game against Petersfield, and they got the better of Petersfield by 2-0. They played for the better part of the second half. They played with 10 players, but 2 brilliant goals were scored by Manning's in this game. They are on 10 points, but this zone is really very close. All Manning's need to do is to win their game against Great Pond tomorrow. They play Great Pond tomorrow. If they win that game, they go to 13 points. All right, and stand a very good chance of qualifying because there is a game between Petersfield and Frome, who are the closest teams to Manning's. And I mean, one is going to drop point. And the one that drop point will not be able to pass Manning's once Manning's win tomorrow. So you can safely say that Manning's, if they beat Great Pond tomorrow, they are in the second round of the Costa Cup. So I've gotten one major prediction right already. So Frome and Petersfield play. Petersfield need to rebound in this game. Rossi surprised Frome in the last game, defeated them by 1-0, which was a surprise to many because Rossi's, they have not been having a good season so far. And so Frome has 2 tough games left. They have Petersfield to play, and then they have Manning's in their last game. So they could be knocked out if they don't get a positive result against Petersfield tomorrow. But kudos to the Manning's. Their Manning School or ancient light of learning in splendor shining over all the West. Unseen, what say you?
Well, yes, based on how Manning's looked preseason, it was expected that they will, come through the group. They have a lot of talented players down there, and it's Manning's man school, the host, so you can't expect any better. Yeah.
Oh, we're asking where Manning's get that big side from. Come on now. The last edition, we were in the quarterfinals. Try and remember that. Come on now. Man is always on big side, big side. All right. So let's flip over. Let's flip over to Zone C. Let's jump over to Zone C. Very interesting zone as well. Zone C is one of the zones where we are going to have playoffs, right?
Right.
The surprise team in this zone is the Jackie Walters coach, Monroe College. Whoa,
Yep.
listen, this zone has sprung some surprises, right? But it looks like right now, no one is sure which 4 teams are going to make the playoffs, except that Monroe is safely in the playoffs. So here is how it works, people. All right. So because they don't have a large amount of teams, they will play only 6 games in Zone C. So they are going to be playing a next round where each team will play each team. So there will be 3 more rounds of games. And then the top 2 will go through. Making
It's on the
sense?
fixtures, you know.
Right. It's on the fixture. So here's what happened.
I can't tell you.
Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm finding it.
It
All
has
right,
been
so
decided. It has been decided. It can't be decided
it's-
yet.
No,
Oh, yeah,
I mean
the games are finished. Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
So one will play 4, 2 will play
Yes.
3. That's November the 30th, and Friday, December the 3. 3 will play 1, and 4 will play 2.
All right.
So
So
the team that wins,
Monroe will play Lacovia, and
right?
Stets will play BB Coke. That's 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3.
Yes.
All right. Then go ahead.
All right. So that's the 2 rounds of games.
No man.
And then
right.
the
And then there's
points
the next round.
And then the second round now we're gonna go to the quarterfinal.
No man. No. That's
It's
not how
on
it
the
works.
fixtures.
What I'm saying to you. So you're saying that Monroe plays 1 game?
No, I am saying, all right, listen. 1 play 4. That's the team
Right.
that's leading.
Right. So
leading
Monroe is going to play Lacovia, and
Right,
Stets
and then
is going to play BB Coke. Hold on, and then
2
Stets
play
play BB Coke.
Right.
Next
and then
round
the
of
last
game.
game,
Yeah.
3 play 1, and then 4 play 2, and that's it.
So right. So BB Coke plays Monroe, and Stets
Right.
plays Lacovia, and then
Right.
they are going to select who.
The points will add on. The points will add on.
Oh, okay. So they are going to add these points to the regular the round, the points in the round.
Right.
And okay. So Stets have a major advantage. Monroe has a major advantage. So all Monroe needs to do is win one of their games, and they cannot be passed.
Right.
If they beat Lacovia, they can't be passed.
Right.
Whoa, interesting. Stets versus BB Coke. What a ding-dong battle that is. Stack up, sweet it up, people. We're going to the fixture list for you. Yes. Whoa. Yeah, and then what is happening over there in group C?
Manchester.
Yeah, there you go. So Tuesday.
Group B.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we finished Group C. Now we're gonna move to Group D. Right, Unseen? That's where we are at.
Yeah,
Group D.
Yeah, Group D.
Group D. Let's look
Group
at
D
Group.
we are now.
Right. Group D is they're just going to select qualifiers from this group. There is no playoff. All right.
It's qualifier.
Right. So this group is Manchester and Christiana. Looks like the 2 teams who are going to go through.
Right.
Because both have 2 games left, while Belfield, who is in 3rd place on 8 points, they have only 1 game remaining. So we suspect that Manchester and Christiana, who both have 2 games, are going to come through. Yes, because all they need, both of those teams just need 1 win. Although Homewood could pass them. So what is the fixture? Manchester plays Belfield. Whoa, that's an interesting game. So once they beat Belfield, they are through. Belfield will be out, and who Homewood plays in their next game?
Oh, hold on.
Let's find it and tell you. Homewood is going to be up. Homewood plays Alston. So Homewood is going to win that game, I suppose, because Alston is at the bottom of the table. So Homewood still has a chance of qualifying. They still have a chance. So Christiana needs to win their game to basically eliminate Homewood. And Christiana has Descartes College. There you go. There you go.
It was second bottom of the table.
Bottom of the table. So once Christiana wins that, it's going to make it very difficult for Homewood. So we are going to pick Manchester and Christiana to go through from Zone E. Yeah. All right. Zone E is where we're at. This is one of the ding-dong zones. Playoff zones again. Right? Now, this is interesting because Clarendon College people could be eliminated from the DaCosta Cup. Yes!
The game that man is man.
Oh, they have a game in hand.
The game that they got the 3 points from is going to play over back.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. They have rescheduled that game.
I don't know how that is possible. You gave them the 3 points and they take it back from them and give them a reschedule.
What do you think, people?
The powers that be thoughts. The powers. I don't understand that because they give them the points and take it back.
They had given the points against Claude McKay because Claude McKay, they didn't turn up at the venue or something.
Right. And they had a good excuse for that. So I don't see why they would reschedule back the game. Well, maybe the two teams them agree. I don't know.
Well, why would Clarendon agree to that? Because they got 3 points. It's not like they can get more than 3 points.
It's goals. They want a lot of goals.
Oh, they want a lot of goals to do what? To avoid Lennon?
Huh?
Because if Clarendon, no, they can't. Listen, it would not have changed. Oh, because it don't matter. Because listen, if they win, watch this. If they win, they are going to be either second or third, right? Which means they're going to play Edwin Allen. They're going to play Edwin Allen, and from the last game against Edwin Allen, we're not sure that they're going to beat Edwin Allen. That could be a drawn game.
Alright, now he could win that game too. He could.
Yeah. We're CC.
Yeah. This group is hard.
Yeah.
This group is hard, man.
Yeah.
Man. Very hard.
Well, if Clarendon score like 10 goals, they would probably come second in that zone.
Right. The second of the play.
But they would still play Edwin Allen in the first game. Guess what I mean? It is now the second round of game that would probably change.
Right.
They would avoid playing Lennon. No. You're right. Right. They would avoid him because it's first versus third in the second round of game. So they would avoid Lennon.
Right.
Whoa. People, I think Clarendon are in problem. I think Clarendon in problems,
And they would play back Glenmore again. Is that freaky that Glenmore again?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Anyway you look at it, Clarendon in problems. I don't think Clarendon are going to make it. Listen, I could be wrong, but I don't think Clarendon are going to make it. If they go up against Lennon, they're going to avoid Lennon. I don't think they're going to beat Edwin Allen. And they're going to have to beat Glenmuir.
Yeah.
They're not as strong, Richard. Clarendon not as strong. All right? So people will soon come over to the Manning Cup and talk about Calabar, but we have to pay respect to the competitive DaCosta Cup. Let's go over. Where are we? Zone E. Let's go down to Zone F. Now this is Fogo Road, Old Harbour, Veer, and Garvey Maceo. They have made it. So Garvey Maceo, go ahead and see. You discuss this one.
It's still you're gonna play a playoff game, but you can just give Garvey Maceo and Veer to go through.
You think so? Fresh God, I agree with you, because Fresh God. No, Fresh
remember the
God.
points.
No, Fresh God believe that. Yeah. Oh, right. Cause Gavin must see on 15 points, so nobody can pass
Yeah,
him.
points is going to add.
Yeah.
So the only person can really drop out is Veer.
Yeah. True. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Alright? And based on how Veer playing, I don't think they're going to drop out. So you can just give, I would say Gavin and Veer to the next round.
Okay. And then we have the St. Thomas Technical, the Zone G with St. Thomas Technical, Happy Grove, Paul Bogle, and Port Antonio.
That's the
That
next
again,
playoff zone.
yeah, that again is St. Thomas Technical versus Port Antonio, Happy Grove. Let me tell you, I'm going St. Thomas Technical and Paul Bogle.
Ooh. Points 5-5. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
One play 4. Whoa.
Yeah, and Zone H seem to have been decided because
I would go with Happy Grove and St. Thomas.
well, we will get back on that when everything is done. I'm going St. Thomas and Paul Bogle.
Right.
Alva Spoil going to come and give him team some love and support, man. They're going through. All right, the final zone in the Costa Cup is Zone H, with Dintil, Ocherius, Charlie Mount with a shot of going through, right? And maybe McGrath with a little bit of hope, and Brownstone with a little bit of hope because they have 2 games left, so they can come up to 10 points. But I think once Ocherius wins their next game, they are through.
They have 2 games left.
Right. So if they win one of those 2 games, they are through with, because Charlie Mount Dintil is gone through. So I think Ochi has McGrath left.
Yes.
They play McGrath tomorrow. I think they're gonna get the better McGrath. No, on the first they play McGrath. Where's that game being played?
Draxal.
There you go. What you gonna win that, man? The Senton team don't normally lose at the good Senton team normally don't lose at Draxal. Yeah. And if they have a Senton team to play, they're gonna get the points. I'm telling you that. It's called mutual understanding.
Well, Charlie Mount have to pray that McGrath beat them badly. And they go and play Yarcastle and beat them badly too.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt that because Ocherius are a very good team, and the defender, Hodges is a very, very good defender. One of the other Mount Pleasant ballers who are out there.
Quality player,
very good player, yeah, man. So I don't think so. The captain is a very good player as well. That guy who plays center forward, the captain. So they're a very good team. People, look who has arrived to the show very, very late.
Mr. Maxwell.
He has arrived when we ended the discussion. You mute yourself, Maxwell. You have to unmute. You have to unmute. You're muted.
Yeah, man. I'm good now.
Yeah,
man. So better late than never. So I'm here.
Better late than never. Listen, you know what is funny? The man come the right. He has arrived at the right time when we finish talking about the Costa Cup, because he has no clue about the Costa Cup.
Hey, and I've done my research, because if you know some notes I sent you on the weekend, I've done my check. I think I'm getting up to speed right around the right time for the Costa Cup, man.
All right. Well, Unseen, bring him up to speed.
Yes.
All right, tell us what you found out.
Well, what I found out under the Costa Cup so far is that you're going to have, probably, it's looking like Clarendon, defending champions, might have a little bit of issue defending the title.
I'll tell you that they're getting knocked out. I just said that they are gone.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you, look here now, in my opinion, from what I've just by checking and some research also, the teams to watch, according to the leader, this year's the Costa Cup. In no specific order.
Yes.
Right? Dintil, watch them. Monroe with the Wiley Fox, watch them. Okay? William Nib. They are coming good this year. Right? Man is man. You know which school is next? Manning.
Manins.
Watch
And them
them.
was.
It looks like Arville Higgins going to have something to talk about, man. It looks like this might be your guys here. Manchester High. That's another one you need to look out for. Lennon and Garvey Massio. However,
What-
Yeah.
I mentioned a thing about coaches, and I'm going to tell you. The other day, we had a result there that, and when you looked at who the coach was for, oh gosh, who Clarendon played again, man?
Glenmuir.
Right? It's
With
slipping me a
Peart.
while ago.
Peart.
Right, Peart.
Because
So
Andrew
you're going to
Peart.
see the coaches
Yeah.
are going to show up. The coaches, because you have a number of these teams. So these are the teams that to watch. You notice no Clarendon College. Because as I said, they are one of the teams, like in the Manning Cup, St. George's, that are feed the early effects of the new quota rule. I'm telling you, that's the reason why
Yeah,
they're
Clarendon
not
that's,
College.
as they were at one time.
that's true.
Yeah, man. Big
So
up,
that's
Ryan
basically my
LFC in the
recap.
building. And Richard, there's no cost to the school. Richard is asking how costly or expensive is it for school children to represent their school? It's free, man. In fact, some of the kids get a look of money to represent the school from outside sources.
So Paul Maxwell, do you think that
Yeah.
if Eddie Allen leave the group, they are going to be a team to be looking at?
I didn't hear you. You have to go up a little bit there. I didn't hear.
Edwin Allen, do you
Oh,
think
Edwin
that if they
Allen?
go through the group, yeah,
No, look here. Look here. Anybody coming out of Clarendon, to be honest, that is always a rough zone, right? Always is a rough zone. But no, based off of my research, to be honest, look here. To be honest, the number one seed for me right now, based off of what I'm hearing, it's not Mannings, it's Dintil. Watch Dintil. They have something there. Watch them.
Hey, listen, I hear you, but let me tell you this. The Dintil side that I've watched can't beat the man inside that I've watched. I'm telling you. This over reliant on Gary Mills not gonna work against Mannings. I am telling you. I'm telling you. But we shall see. We shall see.
We shall see.
Paul, not because they played a team play ultra defense and look so beautiful, you know. That won't happen in the second round, you know.
It will happen in
No
the
team
second
is going
round.
to sit back like what Ducky did and allow them in the second round to play that type of football. And no team
that's
in the
Duke's
second
style,
round.
though.
You understand me, man? Is one?
Yeah.
Teams are going to go at the team, right? If I tell you this, you see, if Ducky did set up that team to attack and step the back line, the two lines, the midfield line and the defensive lines up more, they'll get more out of the game. I just can't understand some of these coaches. Anyway.
Yeah. Ernest Nandy says once Clarendon drop out of D Cup, it will be a level playing field, so anybody can pull off something special. All right, we'll see. Yeah, listen, like Paul Maxwell just said, there are some very astute coaches spread out in the Dacosta Cup. You have like, you understand me, you have Peart, you have national assistant coach, what's his name? Meron Garden, he's at Garvey Massey, right?
The technical director at Garvey Massey.
Right. You have Andrew Peart, who is the head of the GFF coaching school. He's at Glenmuir. You have Lenny Hyde at Clarendon. That looks like they're in problem. Veer is rebounding. Mannings have Everton Tomlinson. There's some good teams. You have one Rambo Reddyburn at Stets as well. So you have some.
You have some
Vassy Reynolds
in the rural areas,
Reynolds at Manchester.
Seasoned coach.
To be honest, man, it looks like the better coaches are in rural areas. I don't know if the financial rewards are better there. It actually looks that way right now.
It's better. The rural schools pay more.
Yeah,
and the How come?
Don't know.
Here, somebody just saying that Shamar Sinusi a national holiday for Mannings, man. Anyhow, Mannings I win D Cup.
I know Mannings man pays his coach a lot of money, you know.
Yes, it looks so
No, no,
advertised.
no,
As
no.
I said,
My coach is a past student at the school, so you know, you understand me. He's a past student at the school, you
ah,
understand me. So yeah. But listen, it's going to be very interesting when the second round starts out and saying, I mean, like Gary Mills, he's one of those players who played in the Premier League. He really was a standout, I
Played
believe,
for
in the
who?
game that Dintil. He played for
He played
Mount
for.
Pleasant. The number
Okay.
9 for Dintil is a former Mount Pleasant player, you know,
Okay. Okay.
Gary Mills. I mean, he scored a couple of goals, I think, in Premier League, but he did well. Yeah, Lennon is a very good team. Who's coaching at Lennon? Very good team, you know.
Yeah, quality
Lennon.
team.
Oh gosh,
Because Merritt Garden was there, but I used to
I
coach him, but he
know the
moved.
coach's name, but it's slipping me right now. Slipping me right now.
Lennon team. Most of their players play for here in the
hmm
Premier
Oh,
League.
yeah.
The
Some of
Veer
the players.
connection there. So a lot of them,
Here.
played for Veer. Apart from the twins, there are other guys there.
Yeah, yeah,
So it was almost a feeder.
yeah. All right, people, we're going to jump over to the Manning Cup. You know, we just covered the Dakar Cup in the first half an hour of the show. So let's come over to the Manning Cup. Paul Maxwell, they weren't here. Talk to us about what you saw in the Manning Cup last week. And then, you know, what you're looking forward to going into this week in terms of fixtures, your rankings, and all of that.
Okay. Well, the big news for last week, as far as I see with the Manning Cup, was certain teams that were basically, in my opinion, eliminated. All right. The biggest of them was the Green and Black Standard Bearers. They basically, after being one of the favorites, for the Manning Cup this year, they have not done themselves. I think they one off tournament, basically how the tournament is now, with one leg. I think they are one that have become a victim of it. So basically, Calabar, as far as I
Tables
see it,
turn.
it's out. I don't know if the coach is going to be out also, but at this stage, I know that they are out. St. George's College, that's another team that, boy, it's going to take about 2 years for them to really get back to where they normally would have been, right? Um, Apart from that, the other thing that happened that we have to look at was the arrival, the Christmas barrel that arrived. The Vincentians are here. The Vincentians are here, and they are up at Hope
Jamaica
Road.
College.
Hope Road, yes, they're up at Hope Road. So, one of them, he factored the other day in the demolition. I think it was
How many players from St. Vincent?
two
Uh,
national players. Two national players. It's Shemron Phillips and Racine Mathis. Only Phillips, who is a midfielder, he played in against the St. George's team. Right, the other one, he's there, but they haven't put him out as yet. And from what my research is, JC, they're basically saying that there's nobody for these guys' age range in Jamaica right now that is close to them.
and we
No,
got some revelation last night, you know, that there is a player in England coming for Kingston College. I think his name is Wilson. Yeah, we had a guest last night and he gave us that name. I think it's Nolan. I can't forget him. Is it
what's
Nolan
his name?
Wilson? I forgot his name, but we had someone on the program last night that gave me his name. I can watch the video and tell you, but yes, he says this player is Kingston College because he has an ex-player that Romario, is it Blake? That is at Jamaica College from Inter Florida. He's there as well at Romaine Blake, I think the name is. He's at Jamaica College. I think I can find the name. But there's a next one who is from England that is coming to Kingston College based on what was said on the show last night. But go ahead and talk about the Vince.
I think okay, there are actually two Kingston College players, but before I get into that, well, I could let me just get that out of the way, because yes, there are actually two Kingston College players that are registered with the school in England right now, two of them.
Yes.
One of them is with the Phoenix Project. He's up there. He's actually going to return to the island. I think this week, either this week or next week, he's coming back. However,
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna.
Who is that person?
What's that?
Who is that person?
His nickname is Whisper.
Whoa.
Whisper.
Dangerous
That's his
striker.
nickname. He's a big, tall forward. That Butler
Dangerous striker.
says is the next Leon Bailey.
Dangerous striker, man.
Yeah, very good. But the thing is, I don't know if Ludlow Bernard has him in his plans at all. I doubt it. Seriously, I don't think any of the coaching staff, based on conversations with assistant coach and the coach himself, I don't think they're going to use him as part of their Christmas bird. There is another player, as I said, that management did, hint to, that is definitely going to be used.
He's part of it. Or trying to get his name. Oh my lord, what's the player's name?
If it's the same player I'm thinking about, he's related to the assistant coach.
Yeah, man, that same player.
Okay. It's the same player then.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, I forgot his name. But the person, Valney Brown, was on the program.
He actually, the same player we're speaking about. He played with that Cavalier team, I think, that beat Tottenham Hotspur some years ago.
There you go.
Right? So I know the youngster. I know him quite well. So, I'm not going to pass on his name as yet. I know about it. I don't think they want anybody to know. Strong left-footed player that is expected to return, but he's not going to return this year. He's going to return for the semifinals.
So Paul, why do you think Ludlow won't play Whisper?
Well, I can basically say it. He hasn't trained with the team. I think he has trained. He didn't camp. He basically he came to one practice match and he didn't finish the practice match. So basically, I don't think. Well, not what I think. From basically speaking to both coaches, it doesn't seem that he's going to be in their plans, unless when he comes back, he has to quarantine. That's another thing. Maybe they might squeeze him in, but I don't think, based on the firepower, to be honest, that Kingston College has right now, it doesn't look like he can make that team. To be honest, it does not look that way.
So he can make the team, or he's needed in the team.
No, he's
not needed in the team, but he's big. He's a better talent than who they have in the team. But
No. Look here. Kingston College has a number of guys that were in the last under-17 program, right? And most of the guys that were in the last under-17 program have left school. But you have some that are born after September or were in there 1 year younger than the rest of them,
But so, listen, I want to know what is the rule concerning recruiting from the Caribbean for high school football. What is this going on?
No, that's open. That's open. Once you have your subjects, you come straight into sixth form. That's it.
Okay.
No sit out. Nothing.
I don't see any.
Just like the track and field.
I don't see any striker at KC better than Whisper.
You don't.
That is your opinion still. That's
my opinion. Based on what he did in England against those clubs, give me that reason.
Well, from speaking to Ludlow Bernard this morning, he has his chemistry, he has his team together, and knowing Ludlow at this stage,
I agree with that.
To see him.
I will agree with that. I agree with that. He's not needed because he's not trained. But he's not needed because he's not in the team from early. I will understand that. But when it comes on to quality, he should be in the team, even at the bench.
Well, to be honest, as I said, maybe the Champions Cup, maybe at that stage they might introduce him because by that time, what's that?
Champions
Cup. There's going to be Champions Cup because there's no Walker Cup and no Ben Francis.
It's on the schedule.
Because there's no Walker Cup, There's no Walker Cup.
This cup will be played. No Walker Cup is going to be there.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's on the schedule.
That's going to be nice. Champions
Yeah,
Cup.
Listen, but at the end of the day, let me say this to you, Javon, right? You can't. Let me say this to you again. Don't look what Whisper has done. I respect what he has done over there, but coming into Manning Cup in Jamaica and playing against these guys, it's a different kettle of fish. I am telling you that. All right, look at. Let me give you an
you're
example.
muted, not hearing you.
You're not hearing me.
No.
You're not hearing me.
Give me, take it off.
You hear me? You hearing me, Parchment?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, man. So, you're right. So what I'm saying is that don't look at those things and determine that he's going to come and dominate or is better than the players at KC, because Pearson is a good striker. I'm not saying that he's not better, but don't use, because here's what goals have been scored on the Calabar goalkeeper who was in that Phoenix team, right? Though he's you can see that he's a talented keeper, so you can't use what happened in Aston Villa. You have to probably look at see how he would fit into the Manning Cup to know that he's better than the players who are playing in the Manning Cup and doing well.
Someone is why use the goalkeeper?
Huh? I'm just giving you an example because how many other Phoenix players are out there playing? That's who I have as a reference.
That's a rough because.
But I don't have any. No, I don't have any point. I don't have any other reference in terms of Phoenix players. Like
yes, the one that got the man of the match for JC.
Who? Duncan McKenzie?
No, the
Duncan McKenzie is not Phoenix.
Not
Real
Duncan McKenzie. Before the two love win that they got, he got the man of the match.
Who? Give me his name.
I don't remember his name.
What I'm saying.
Dylan John is with Phoenix.
Yes.
Right, Dylan John,
the 15-year-old.
But watch it. But he's not the best player in the JC team.
No.
So the point I'm making is that not because Whisper is good as his age mean that he's better than the 19-year-old in the KC team. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying I'm saying that he may be, but we need to see him in it to say that you can't use what he did in Aston Villa to say that he's better than everybody in the KC team.
Well, I think the problem that's going to come up is the fact that he has not trained with the team most times. I think from he was in the Pepsi team about a couple of years ago, they had the same problem with that he hardly trained with the team because Butler only allowed him to come for matches. So it did give a problem. And I don't know if you remember that KC had a super side and they didn't win with him. So sometimes having that big player, he scored a lot of goals in Pepsi that year, and yet he couldn't take them across the line. On the day of, I think, I don't know if it was the finals or what, there were some issues with him and all of that. And Casey everything just went to pieces at that stage. So sometimes having a core group, it makes more sense than introducing somebody that basically has
somebody back up my Balaker.
What's that?
Oh, no, he's talking about Balaker saying that Whisper the best youth striker in Jamaica.
To be honest, I've seen him. He is quite good. Quite good. I don't know how he's going to be at sometime from now, but at this stage, very good. I like it.
Remember, nobody's saying that he's not good. All you're saying is that we need to see him in the scene to measuring up against them, right? But I want to know. Listen, these schools not easy. You said JC getting Vincent, and people from Saint Vincent, KC getting people from all over the place. This Manning Cup is serious club business going on.
And more soon get some white people from Germany.
From what I understand, basically it has just started because by next year, that's when we're really going to see some changes. We're going to really, just like with the track and field, or we basically have some all CARICOM teams. We basically here, masquerading as high school teams. We're going to be seeing some African and some, South American teams. It's coming,
Yeah. Let me say this to the people.
All of this has to do with the quota rule, You have to remember that now.
Yeah.
Because it's affecting Georges. That's the first team. It's affecting Clarendon. So all of these teams, they are going to find an alternative because the 3-player thing, basically, it's not that they don't have the players in the school, meaning that they haven't recruited them, but after recruiting, say 6, 7, 8 guys, they have to make a choice at some stage that okay, yeah, these are the ones, and this has happened before when they have had to be able to use all of them. But when say this is what normally would have happened for JC, why they started slow. If one of the strikers or defenders that they bring in aren't clicking early in the season, by the time you reach the second round, you bring in and you make the changes, and then you find out, oh, this one is actually on form, so we're going to use him instead. So they had to just make a judgment call and just go with the names early on. So that's one of the things. So after that, you're basically limited, and one of their quota players, as in the case of JC, is out for the season. So, once you have the guys from CARICOM, you have no problem. And they're quite young, so they're going to be here next year also.
All right. So let me ask you a question. Calabar has 2 games remaining, right? They have St. George's and they have Kingston Technical. If they win those 2 games and go to 10 points, do they have a chance?
Third place.
Okay, mathematically they have a chance.
Place. Yeah.
If Charlie Smith drops points. That's the only way. Charlie Smith will have to drop points when they take on what's that? St. George's? Yeah. They have to drop points. If they don't drop points, Calabar 10 points cannot take Calabar through at this stage. They cannot. And at this stage, St. George's looks like you're right.
Every time you're on this show and you get to St. George's, every time you go say something about St. George's,
I know
Chris always turn up.
True, yeah. What a coincidence.
Yeah.
But as I said before, the St. George's team, once that came up against the stronger teams, it will show up. And it did show up the other day. It's unfortunate that it was JC, but to be honest, it's not going to stop there. It's a very young team. And as I said, by 2 more years, they'll be able to compete. Not next year.
George, I'm saying that Calabar winning tomorrow, and this is the reason why Calabar are going to win tomorrow. There is no Rochester in defense for St. George's because he got recorded.
Because he got sent off, right?
Right. So who's going to defend?
Even with Rochester, to be honest, Calabar
it would have still been difficult for Calabar. It would have been difficult for Georges to win that game, even if Rochester was there. Yeah. I just think that inexperience is causing a lot of this. I mean, it has happened before. We'd never, this is nothing new, 2017, they made little headways, but inexperience caused them to falter in 2017. By 2018, they were in the Manning Cup final. It's the same thing that's happening with them. And I mean, this is one of the most humbling defeats I can tell you of over 30 years of Merivale coaching school.
Remind us what was the scoreline again?
It was 6-0. Actually, it was something that was humbling for Merivale, and I think that it's something where you see, as Paul said, the inexperience and the youth of these players. They're young. I think 2 years ago, these players were in Pepsi. A lot of these players were in Pepsi. So for you to now take a year off of football and then now throwing them into Manning Cup, it's going to be difficult for them to just immediately, take the spotlight and just beat the teams. And then now you have a player like Mackenzie, the captain for JC, who was phenomenal against Georges. Then you have a man named Zimenez, who, by the way, is the starting right back for Harbourview in the Jamaica Premier League, might I add as well, and scored, I think, the goal of the game. It was a rocket of our left-footed shot. And so I think that is just an experience for a lot of those youngsters. But nonetheless, also experience for Merivale to see what he can do and how he can fix the team. Next year there will be more experienced. I don't expect them to reach Manning Cup finals or whatever. They will make some bit of a noise, but when they're 18, which is next 2 years, about 2023, around these times, 2023, because it's 2021, so 2 more years when these guys are well seasoned and they're 18 years old, getting more experience. I think they're going to make some noise. But for right now, they're young and they will learn.
They'll
Yeah,
be
boss.
17 and then they'll be able to do it for 2 years. 2023 and
Exactly.
2024.
Remember, they can go for some St. Vincent and some Grenadines player and add to the team.
Thing is, yes, that's another thing. If you, look here, to be honest, the quota rule is going to affect Bertis a lot. And normally, Bertis is a good coach, but he also relies on getting in quality talent. And that will affect him. It will.
Maybe he has them in the school already.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Oh.
No. Georges used to have somebody that recruited heavily for them. I think the last time they won the Manning Cup, that person is no longer working with St. George's.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember that bunch of kids that were part of the team that won qualified Jamaica for the World Cup.
Youth World Cup. Yeah, that is Benbow
Right,
and all of those
number of
guys.
them were at St. George's. But the recruiter that helped to get them there is not working with St. George's anymore.
Like him going to JC?
No, he actually didn't. St. George's basically started to have a club and they started to want to take the players, I think, to Central Kingston. So
Central, right.
Said, boy, you can't have Cavaliers.
You can't have who? Cavaliers?
Don't know.
Oh. What? All right, not here now. I think that recruiter was Paul Maxwell because he's the one who was recruiting those guys from Cavaliers to St. George's. But when St. George's decided that they were going to bring the players to Central Kingston, he parted company. Company and see. But one of the zones that we have not been paying attention to zone C, the Camperdown zone, you know. Camperdown 5 from 5 on 15 points.
Camperdown has been dominant this season. So far. 5 wins from 5, 15 points.
Conceded only 2 goals.
I mean, and you know, the current coach now was the assistant when Bender was there, and Bender told him to take over, and he has taken over drastically. It's like nothing has changed, and they have just probably gotten stronger over that time. So what they've been able to do in their zone has been phenomenal. Unseen and Manning's man, what they've been able to accomplish so far in the zone, they've been one of the dominant teams. And you know, we mentioned the top teams the other day, and at some of the top of that list were mentioning Camperdown. I mean, we did about fourth or fifth, or sometimes third, but I mean, you have to watch out for this Camperdown team. If they continue to click like this, they, in my opinion, will cause Casey and JC some amount of problems.
Yeah, and they are basically through because I think the Tivoli are through because Tivoli are on 10 points and all the teams have 2 games left. If Tivoli win their next game, they go to 13. Excelsior has Camperdown, and you figure Excelsior is going to lose. So that means they can't catch back Tivoli. Jonathan Grant would be the only team that can catch back. And they have stats. No, can catch back Tivoli. There you go. And they have stats to play. So you figure like the 2 teams out of that zone that will make it will be Tivoli Gardens and Camperdown, which are the teams that we predicted. Chris, somebody's asking me to ask you how are Jonathan Grant doing on points? They're on 8 points. With 2 games remaining.
All right, so Jonathan Grant has been doing good. Jonathan Grant has actually surprised me so far this season.
Yeah, surprised me.
And Unseen can actually attest to it. They have been doing pretty well They have been doing amazingly well this season based on their normal performance. I think they've done well enough this season. They're on 8 points, and let me tell you guys, it's going to be some surprises. I can guarantee, based on what I'm seeing now, there's going to be a dominant team that we expect to win is going to surprise us and not win and come out of the next round. I can guarantee you that, because a lot of these teams are coming up and they're actually doing well, and it is so good to see a lot of these people doing well. So I think that Jonathan Grant, kudos to them on what they've been able to do.
Yeah. Go ahead, Unseen. You were going to talk about Jonathan Grant, because I know you have some you're kind of familiar with the program there.
They surprised me based on the fact that they lost the coach to Dintail, that's O'Neal Thompson. So a great coach that carried them to semi-final back in the days. Got beaten by JC. To see them really playing this way, based on what I saw them doing in preseason, it's surprising. The coaches are doing a wonderful job over there, so I have to give them that credit.
Okay. All right. So that's how that zone look. The other zone now is where I think Wolmer's have won their second game. They are on 3 points, so they have only played 2 games, because they can win the next game and pass. That whenever Mona plays, I think let me just get, because Wolmer's that I don't know. Wolmer's at St. Cass. Well, let's not go that far. That's the games on the third, right? Let's not that's go all the way down there, right? So you have Papine versus Clancarty, Wolmer's versus Mona, right? That is tomorrow. Right? No, that is a playoff or a go through. Who is going to go through? Right? That's going to be a big game. Mona needs to win, because they have 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw. St. Catherine has 2 wins and a draw. St. Catherine is ahead of them. Mona is 1 point behind them. If they don't win tomorrow, Mona basically out.
It's red light for them.
Red light.
CC that easy, Mona is Unseen school.
Yeah. Right? So that's a major game that tomorrow, that Mona versus Wolmer's. Wolmer's need to win, because they lost their opening game versus Kingston College, really, right? Because of the withdrawal of St. Mary's College. So they need to win to stay in contention, right? So I think this is going to be a big game tomorrow, right? If Mona doesn't get maximum point, they will be in a very sticky position. What do you think about that zone? You're still confident, Unseen, that Mona are going to make it through, and know that they were your picks? They were your picks.
Yeah. I'm confident. I just feel like they're going to get past. They're going to get past Wolmer's. I think St. Catherine have it a little harder because they have Casey, and Casey is ripe right now. Casey is ripe, kind of untouchable right now. For me, Casey will beat St. Catherine, unless there is some.
Don't know what's going on over there, Mr. Maxwell. Yeah.
Technical difficulties. I have to change the device, Technical difficulties.
Okay. Yeah, man. So we're just talking about the big game tomorrow, which is the game between Mona and Wolmer's. that if Mona loses that game, they're basically out?
Based from what I'm seeing, it's going to be very difficult to Mona to come out, because um, it looks very improbable at this stage for Mona to come out.
What you
Yeah.
say?
Because right now they'd have to be looking to come out as a third place team, No third
No,
place not going to come out of that zone again.
Well, St. Catherine, you think St. Catherine has KC to play, and you think St. Catherine can beat KC?
They don't have
Like
to.
that.
I don't
You know
know.
what
They
I was
don't have
saying?
to.
Exactly, because what I was saying is all they need is a really to just don't lose the game. I
Right.
think
Don't lose the game.
Yeah, that is the advantage they have.
That's kind of hard to say. St. Catherine won't lose that game.
Well, let me put it this way. I don't think Ludlow is going to do Mona any favors. So if he has a very deep squad. So if he is to play the rest of his squad in the match
That's the
against
problem.
St. Catherine, who knows?
That's the problem I have with it. That's the only problem I see. Can't stop
So, but
Mona.
I can tell you that
So
zone
much.
is going to be KC St. Catherine.
Yeah.
Because technically, most of the zones that by this stage, you see where they're going now, because remember I told you, once you started to have the key matchups of various teams, you'll see exactly where the other teams are. You see? So by now, I've seen where most teams, the team that has basically come back, JC, at one stage people are expecting them down and out. But we see the quality coming right up. So the teams basically have all aligned, and it's just the only thing is who comes 1, 2, or 3 in the zone. But it's basically there.
Yeah. All right. Let me say this, right. Chris Wade, you have to come back, because Chris Wade says, I'm predicting an upset. KC will drop points against St. Catherine. Game will draw. That's the result I'm thinking. I think
I
Anthony
think so too
Patrick,
myself.
who has won the cup a couple of times, KC not in any urgent need to win, is going to be one of those. Because it's not even this round. It's like the last game of the whole thing where KC already qualified.
Hmm. That is basically the scenario that's going to happen. Ludlow is going to look at his depth. He's going to tell you he's looking at the depth of his squad. He's going to substitute keeper. He's going to explore the depth of his squad.
So you
In
were
But
that match.
suppose, all
yeah,
right.
go ahead.
Suppose Wilmers beat St. Catherine.
Wolmer's beat St. Cat, but Wolmer's and Mona playing first. That is the thing.
Yes.
So I'm saying that game is a deciding game because Mona must win to stand
Right.
any chance whatsoever.
Right.
And I like what Ziggy Man just said that I wouldn't rule out Wolmer's from qualifying from that zone. I think Mona and St. Catherine will have it tough against Wolmer's. So that is the game tomorrow, Ziggy Man. Wolmer's versus Mona. After that game, you can basically figure what is going to happen in the game. Brain Drain, I know you're wondering about Calabar. I still think Calabar can get to 10 points by winning their last 2 games and just hope for the best. It's going to be very sticky. I think right now they need to reassign the coach if they want to stand a chance. That is my humble opinion.
Reassign.
It's a fancy word. That's what happened to Jerome Wade. He was reassigned. That's a very. I think that's the new terminology for Anyway.
One thing I know man is man. One thing I know the past student not having it easy with him at all down by Calabar.
Well, I can say Facebook, the internal WhatsApp groups, they were on fire the weekend gone. I can tell you.
Him on fire, man. Him on fire.
But for the people who are wondering what is happening in the playoff in the DaCosta Cup, originally I thought like each team would play each team, which would be 3 more games. But no, what they have done is you would play 2 more games, which would mean that all the teams in the DaCosta Cup would have played the same amount of games in the preliminary round. Your points will be added to the points you already have. So the team that have 15 points, basically whatever they will add to it to go 18 or 6. You understand me? They're going to add the points, and then the two teams with the most points go through. So you're just getting 2 additional games.
Right. It's on the pictures, you know.
Which is very good, because I didn't want, as a first place team, I win all my games and then I lose all the points to get knocked out. So they're saying keep your points and you have 2 more games to play.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that is how it's going to work. Right. But Paul, you were talking about St. George's relieving the scouting officer of his duties.
Well, I won't go too much into that. I'll get to giving a little bit too much information there.
Okay,
Just to say that, as I said, for the next couple of years, you're going to be see certain schools right across the board, the Costa Cup, Manning Cup. Well, until the influx, they get around that with bringing in the overseas players. But just like how you say a Mannings, you say a William Nib, the playing field is going to be level. Camp Clarendon, normally they would have been all through Rima, Tiva, all of those places to bring the guys down there, but it's not gonna happen anymore.
So brain drain. There are 3 zones in the Manning Cup. So 2 teams, first and second, automatically qualify, and then the 2 best third place team. All right. We believe that the zones that have the most teams, that's where the third place is going to come from, because they have more points available to them because they have more games to play. All right. So that is yes. Yeah. But we also spoke about the Camperdown zone that is coming to fruition. What we have said,
yes,
Camperdown and Tivoli would have been the 2 teams.
And the surprise package, Excelsior.
Yeah, they're rebounding.
Gilbert.
They're rebounding really nice.
A third place coming from that group.
Another one of the big coaches.
Yeah.
International experience, Xavier Gilbert.
You know what? I think this is why I'm telling you that third place is going to come from the JC group and the Excelsior group.
Right.
So I just think 2 teams. Oh, in the KC group, only 2 teams qualifying, first and second.
Right.
Well, man, I can tell you, my opinion from Zone A, the mix should be JC, Charlie, KT. Can't say in the order, but if I was a betting person, I would say JC 1, Charlie 2, KT 3rd. Zone B, Camperdown for sure. And as I said, from early in the season, which starting to Tivoli, picking up speed coming through. And Excelsior, who, to be honest, I never saw them at this stage. But what has happened? There was a player that was injured, a Javon Smith, that has come. He scored the other day. That has come back into the team. So when you add him to, I think it's Rajan Joseph from Harborview, they are looking like a formidable team now.
That's Camperdown.
A young team also. I think they have 1 more year.
That's Camperdown.
What's that?
Camperdown, you're talking? Oh, Excelsior. All right. People will soon come to the other comments up there, but this is a very interesting comment. Here's what. Say, in Zone A, if JC finishes second, then JC, Camperdown, and KC will end up in the same quarterfinal group.
Yep.
Whoa. Somebody get somebody
if JC finishes second, they're going to be in the group with KC. That's the thing. They have to finish first. It's not going to be nice.
Yeah.
It's going to have JC, KC. Well, if they finish second, JC, KC, Camperdown will all be in one group.
And
not
Tivoli.
Too nice.
And Tivoli, I think no, Camperdown. So Tivoli wouldn't be in there. No, it would
Camperdown and KC and the second place from Zone A, one group.
Yes.
Yep. The only way.
And St. Catherine would be in there too. No,
not
the third place.
Sure.
No, the third place.
No, we don't know what position St. Catherine would finish.
Right, yeah.
No, they wouldn't know. St. Catherine, if they finish second, they wouldn't be in there. They would be in the group with the Zone A winner.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So Jody Smith is asking, so why they don't do playoff in Manning Cup with Zone C? Good question.
Wrong
No,
people
why?
ask.
You know why? Because they actually had a team in there that withdrew. I think that is the difference. The Clarendon zones, so it wasn't in the fixture originally. The Clarendon zones originally started with a small amount of teams. With the Kingston zone, the St. Mary College withdrawal is why they are having less games.
Plus another team had withdrawn also, I don't remember who it was. But
yeah,
just
2
before
teams,
another
right.
team
2
had
teams
withdrawn.
came out of that because there have been 8 teams in that zone and 2 teams withdraw at last moment. And because the other zone as well, I think Elsam had withdrawn.
Yes, from the JC group.
From the JC group.
JC group, right.
It is a late withdrawal of the teams that has put the thing in this situation. So they could not have pre-planned it. And to add games to the fixtures now would not make any sense. That is my explanation. I mean,
that's exactly what happened.
So Paul, all those games in Group A, in the quarterfinal zone, were going to be finals in that group. That number with JC and KC. It's finals, all finals.
Well, a big name will not come out. I can tell you when I looked at the fixtures before,
I like it this
I
year.
said, okay, if Calabar actually had a chance to top the group and send JC into the group with KC and Camperdown, I said, okay, Calabar actually threw away a chance to go straight to a Manning Cup finals this year. Because whoever is in the zone, the winner from Zone A, basically has an
easy path
to the finals.
Which is KT, because KT and Charlie Smith, because let me look at KT has Bridgeport, I think KT is going to beat Bridgeport.
Yeah, for me, KT is going to top the group. KT is going to top the group.
So they have Bridgeport. Let me see who else they have to play. They have Bridgeport. That's Kingston Technical High School of Bridgeport and
then Calabar.
And then Calabar.
Wounded Calabar.
Hey, listen, if Calabar can't go through, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They're going to make KT beat them. You know what I'm telling you? Because listen, these schools are rivals.
Yes.
They want JC to go in the other zone. If Calabar cannot go through, I know these schools. They're going to make
that
KT.
is more than likely the situation that will happen. No, that is the situation. They'll make KT top the group. That's what I'm telling you. Just like in the scenario with the Mona and I'm telling you, these things will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah. Listen, Michael, I know that Clarendon is a big team, but Clarendon in problems because Clarendon, I told you already, Clarendon has to win their 2 playoff games. And one of their playoff games is against Edwin Allen, and the other one is against Glen Muir. Or is it Lennon? I think Lennon, well, depending on, because they have to replay a game against Claude McKay because they had gotten the points, but Claude McKay appealed, and the game is going to be played over. You think that Clarendon is going to win that? But I think Clarendon wants to play the game to score as many goals as possible so they don't end up in 3rd place. Because if they end up in 3rd place, they would have to play Lennon and they'd have to play Glen Muir.
Okay.
No, Lennon and Edwin Allen. I think what they're trying to do is to avoid playing Lennon and play Edwin Allen and Glen Muir. But Glen Muir gave them 1-0 in their last game.
Yeah. Well, I think it's more Lennon. I think they're going to want to avoid at this stage,
Yeah. Yeah. Coach Karumi is saying that KT just need to win and go to 12 points. Yeah, if they beat Bridgeport, they go to 12, but JC could still pass them.
JC can still pass them, man.
Yeah,
13.
They need more than 12 points.
Yeah, man, they need more than that, man. That alone won't do them. That will only take them through, but it won't. They need more than that. Because JC will more than likely finish, and I think it's
13. JC can get a maximum 13. So all KT needs to do, because both of them have 7 goals, is beat Bridgeport go to 12, and don't lose to Calabar. And
That's
then
it. Once you don't lose to Calabar, that's it.
yeah, and then goal difference will determine who tops the zone. But right now they are in front.
That game's going to be a good game, Katie and Calabar.
Well, like I
Might be
think
an
that is
anticlimax.
dependent. I think it's dependent on whether or not Calabar can go through. Because I'm telling you, if Calabar can go through, you may see them give up that game.
It might
to
be an
KT.
anticlimax. I think so.
I would
Might
bet to.
very well be an anticlimax.
Make the competition nice. If I can't go through, send JC in the mix with the killer group.
They either want to do it so JC get knocked out, or they want to do it so JC knock out KC. That's just how the ref.
One out of the two. One out of the two have to go.
We're send it. Look here. If it's up to what will happen, they will arrange, and it will try to make sure that JC goes into the group with KC and Camperdown, because that group is going to be hot. That will be very, very hot.
CC saying that Clarendon College just start camp late and start out slow. Eddie, Allen, and Lennon being a camp. We just use natural talent so far. What you mean that Clarendon College just start camp? No.
Not true.
No, man. Clarendon College.
They might tell the public that, but that's not true. Don't worry with that. They might tell. There are a lot of things that were going on, right? Look here. Even at one stage, the State's principal made it known that his team was in camp. Don't fool yourself. A lot of these teams were training continuously.
From January. Some of them are from January.
Yeah. So don't make anybody say when it say, even with St. George's, I hear somebody saying, "Oh, they started late." St. George's has been training consistently.
Yeah, man, and they took a break. They took a break from it. All right.
Yeah, they might have had a break.
Yeah.
But most of these teams have been training consistently. So I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Charlie Moon started from July. And they took
Clark. Yeah. The big baller, Clinton Clark, is asking who will Veer play in the playoffs. So Veer 2 games in the playoff will be because they finished second in their group. So they have Old Harbour to play, and once they beat Old Harbour, they are through. All Veer needs to do is to win one of their games. Garvey Massey is basically through already. So all Veer needs to do is to beat Old Harbour, or they have Old Harbour to play, and they have Fogo Road to play. Right. So what they have done in the playoff is they have made sure that first place plays third and fourth, and second place plays third and fourth. You understand? So they don't they don't put in none of the groups. They don't allow first versus second to play each other, which is why I think Clarendon College wants to score a lot of goals to finish second, so they avoid first place.
Okay.
So all Veer has to do is to win one of their games, because they already have 10 points. So like Garvey Massey, who has 15 points, they cannot be passed from anybody, because they keep the 15 points, and points get added to their tally. Yeah. Why the Clarendon people them have so much excuse? Clarendon College did not get to recruit.
Hold on. Clarendon has what? How many people from Wolmer's? Look here. Remember, they can only get 3. They have players. Don't worry with that one. They have 2 people from Wolmer's. And they have another one from, I don't remember the other school right off. They did recruit, but they are only limited. That's why this has affected them.
Right. So tell them again, there's a new rule with the recruitment, and that is why teams like Clarendon College have been affected. So most of the Fresh got it right. Most of the D Cup teams and the Money Cup teams, they were training and playing practice games, even with the whole ISA thing, especially the schools in the rural areas, because they could get away with the camps more so than schools in Kingston. Right? Michael Woodburn says Clarendon College just after a slow start, they will step up the pace. Really? Step up the pace?
They might have some people coming in from small islands, so we don't know.
Listen, Michael, you don't understand what is happening. If Clarendon lose against Edwin Allen in the playoff, they're out. They are out.
I think Edwin Allen going to beat them again.
No, they didn't beat them first. The game ended 3-2.
Beat them this
in
time.
the opening day. I just think the game is going to be drawn. And listen, Clarendon has to beat Glenmore, and Glenmore just defeated Clarendon. That's the thing. They have Glenmore to play.
Yeah.
And Glenmore gave them 1-0. And I know they're going to say that, boy, we created. Yeah, they're going to say they created a lot of chances. You never scored.
Well,
yeah.
Premier League goal.
Huh? Oh, somebody's
Premier
asking.
League goal.
I don't hear what you're saying, but somebody's asking what's up with Ainsworth. As it stands now, seems as if his impact was bigger in 2019 season when he was just 14. Well, you want to take that one, Paul?
What is he asking there?
What's up with Ainsworth? As it stands now, as if his impact was bigger in 2019 season when he was just 14.
I don't think that his impact was bigger. At that time, he didn't have to carry the weight of the team on his back. But to be honest, I think he started off well. There were probably some tactical issues that the coach was trying certain things. It backfired. And as I said, there's not much room that once you slip in any of these matches, right? You're going to slide. Ainsworth, to be honest, look here. I think we haven't seen the best of him as yet. If it was a return leg, we would have seen a different thing. This weekend, the next two matches, though, I expect to see a different beast coming out there. You're going to see a different. The only question, that a lot of people don't realize is that will Calabar be able to have Ainsworth next year? Because I'm hearing some things internally from a certain club that there's something planned for Europe. So I don't know.
If Calabar he will still be there.
The chance this year, to exploit having him. He might be back, but another thing, I don't know if a lot of people realize that the majority of the players that are at Cavalier, the last year of eligibility of schoolboy football, in the case of Nikiu Daly, Kaim Paris, Jamai Topi, they give it up to go into the Premier League. So that's one of the things that is a standard. Ainsworth, however, has 2 years. But to be honest, Ainsworth is ahead of, I was telling Mr. Speed today that, in my opinion, he is ahead of them right now with his exposure that he has had so far.
Yeah. Everdeen Scarlett saying that Excelsior has a young team as well.
Yes, that's the assistant coach.
But Paul.
A big up Everdeen Scarlett. Yes, man. Assistant coach Excelsior.
So what are they?
Cavalier.
What are they? Mr. Scarlett, do you believe, given that you're behind Tivoli and Camperdown, that you can still come out as a third place team in that zone? Go ahead and see.
I was asking, I would say anybody who disagree with the fact that the kids want to, go over to Premier League before at the last year would be not for development of these athletes. So anybody who disagree with that and want them to play schoolboy league wouldn't for development of the athletes. I think Ainsworth is a talent above schoolboy league. So playing the next year for him won't benefit him. I think he should go in the Premier League and get that experience that he needs to get his talent.
That's the same idea that I think Cavalier has with him.
Yeah.
Right.
I see Brian might have said after this Manning Cup season, Coach Layla will have all his time to focus on Cavaliers Premier League team because he will not be a Manit Cup coach. At least
I
not
think
at
he'll have
Cavaliers.
all the time to concentrate with Real Mona. He's the head coach at Real Mona and the
Oh.
assistant at Cavalier.
Okay. Maybe him coaching too much. Maybe him confused, but him have Cavalier idea, Real Mona idea, and all of those things that merge not working.
Too many teams, eh?
Kevron Masala, man. Dintil team look really good. Love how they pass the ball around. Yeah, that's true. I think they're a very good side. The problem though with the Acosta Cup teams is that a lot of people have not seen William Knibb play. And William Knibb is playing. That's the problem with the Acosta Cup. You have not seen William Knibb. So when you look at the Acosta Cup, you probably saw you have not seen Mannings play a game. You understand me? You haven't seen Lennon play a game. You haven't seen Garvey Massey play a game. You understand me? So when you say you haven't seen St. Thomas Technical play a game, so when you say the Costa Cup team is good enough, in comparison to who? Just to their opponent, because you haven't seen the other teams in the other zones who are just as impressive. There are many undefeated teams. For example, nobody's really talking about William Knibb, who has not lost a game. They have won. Go ahead. They have won all their games. Go ahead, I'm seeing.
But what Solomon should say is that whenever you give Dintil such space and such time to pass the ball around, you're going to dominate the game. That's what he should say.
No, you are thinking that he's talking about the games against Charlie Moore. You don't know if the man watch more games with Dintil.
Most of them I watch because I only TV game most people.
But you don't know if
the only game. It's the only game Dintil look dominant in. I watch most of the games. That's the only game they look dominant in.
Okay,
Magrat played them better than Magrat played them better than how Charlie Moore played them.
Yeah.
Magrat put up a
Tara
better fight.
Thompson. All right, well, Tara Thompson asking, will man in the school have to play 2 more games as well? No, we just need to win. We have great fun tomorrow. If we win that game, we are through to the next round, right? Because the zone had like 8 teams in it. So we don't have to do that. The issue is the zones with
small
6
amount
or
of
less team are the zones that will have to. So they can play 7 games like the rest of zones. That's the only reason for the playoffs. So everybody in the Dakasa Cup would end up playing 7 games in the preliminary stages. Go ahead and see.
Man, I want to give you a story and ask you a question. If you were coaching Magrat, right? And the referee blow off the game halftime, would you still be there sitting down waiting for the referee to blow on the game?
Huh?
Why did he blow off the game?
Because people from this side was coming too close to the field. So the person that is sent to manage
the COVID officers.
Told the referee to blow the game off. So the referee blow the game off. The coach from Magrat know his team that his team can't play 2-hour football and Dintil is more fitter than them, right? And he sits there waiting on the second half, the referee to try it, to blow on the game. If it was me, I would pack my things and head straight to the bus and gone. I would have to get that 3 points.
What was it Dintil's fault? Why do you want them to lose?
It would be Dintil's fault.
No, it can't be.
I don't like when points get given away. Why
it can't be because they look here. All of the thing it's their responsibility of Issa. It's not like a home team anymore.
There's no home teams.
There's none.
But remember, Issa gives school money with hosting. Such like this game, in this group, they give them money to host these games. So I guess they should do everything together. Yeah.
Okay. I see someone is talking about Nigel is saying he loves the new rule, which is the whole transfer rule about the amount of transfer persons can transfer and having to sit out. Somebody saying that in the game with Clarendon College and Glenmore, CC was the way better team. They were just unfortunate, and the cream will rise to the top. Well, I hope the cream rise to the top this season because they need to rise right now. Maxwell, Ainsworth, I think he's saying he's kind of weight of Calabar on his shoulders by sitting on the bench.
Apart from that, he has not been back there. So I think the problem is, I can give you some scoops on the Calabar problem, though, you know.
Yes.
The day before the match, the coach had them training for almost 3 hours into the night. At one stage, I understand somebody had to, the head of the department had to go to the coach and tell him, no, him can't be doing that because the guy is not going to have any legs. There are a lot of issues that, to be honest, that word didn't come out, and it happened again in another match that he's overtraining the guys. You know, I think he's under a lot of, Coach Layla is under a lot of pressure, and he is, I don't know if I say overcompensating or trying too hard because he's working the guys too hard, and the guys are complaining that, you know, they're not even having feelings in their legs. So that was one of the issues, right?
Oh.
So, you know, there are other problems. Well, the main problem, to be honest, can't put it out there. Well, I won't put it out there. I'll leave it.
Yeah. Don't put it out there. Yeah. No. Brain drain. The Calabar man saying that if Europe is a possibility, we wish Ainsworth well. Godspeed. Calabar support the big picture. All right. Everybody Scarlett said that Excelsior will finish second place. Above Tivoli? No.
Third.
You're finishing third. How are you going to finish second?
Third, impossible. They can finish third.
Who Tivoli? Let me go back and check the fixtures.
Camperdown, Tivoli, Excelsior.
Who Tivoli play? Let me see if Tivoli can. There's a game that he thinks Tivoli is going to lose, because Excelsior have Camperdown. So I want to know: do you believe that Excelsior can beat Camperdown?
Camperdown and KC are going to be the 2 unbeatens in the up for a while. They're going to be the 2 unbeatens.
Because the only way Excelsior can come second is if they beat Camperdown.
Not happening.
Right? I don't know about that. Let me see if we can get the game. Start versus Dunoon. Excelsior playing Jonathan Grant. That is tomorrow. So Excelsior, you expect to win that game. You expect Excelsior to beat Camperdown. It's Jonathan Grant they have. Who did I just say? Jose Marti? Let me just check. But I don't think that. I think Tivoli is going to get second place in that zone, and Excelsior third place. So Excelsior going to end up with the JC. The JC in that JC probably in that
Well, we're not sure which one because it's
Jose Marti
best third and then second best third. So I'm not sure exactly who is going to go where.
Yeah, let me see who. Excelsior have Camperdown to play on the 4th. All right, Tivoli have St. Diego. That's a win for Tivoli. St. Diego not beating Tivoli, so I don't know how that is going to work.
Tivoli have the easier path from here on, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So Tivoli has and Jonathan Grant. Yeah, they have Jonathan Grant. That's a tough game, but Tivoli we expect to win that game. Yeah. So and San Diego, 4th and 5th place. So yeah, I think they're gonna win that because I don't think Excelsior will beat Camperdown. Right then I see this Dookie said in post-match interview that Dintil is a final product schoolboy football. Again, Dookie is saying this based on the game against, because Dookie has not seen all the other teams.
Right.
You can remember that Dintil are not the only team that have players who have played in the Premier League.
Dookie can't say anything, you know. This is what Dookie says whenever he fails. Whenever he fails.
Yeah. Big up Richard Stephen. People, this is Richard. He was on the show talking about Jamaica football. He's from England, so he's learning about schoolboy football because he wants to make sure he has all the scoop and all the football that is going on.
Welcome,
So big up.
Richard.
Yeah, but we didn't invite Richard on the show because he wouldn't know anything to say. You just ask a lot of questions, But when you're talking reggae boys football, he's here. Brian says he had a tell Coach later to send Duncan McKenzie to Cavaliers because he's about schoolboy football. His development needs a next step. Yeah. I watched them beat Craig Butler Phoenix. How McGraw game ended. Unseen, how did the McGraw game end?
They lost. Dinty went and scored 4 in the second half. So they lost. They lost the game 4-love.
So hold on. So you're saying that McGrath played better than Charlie Mount and they got 4?
Based on how they attack.
Based on how they attack and they got 4?
They got chance to score and they missed it. Easy chance. If you watch a game with Charlie Mount, I don't see Charlie Mount get a chance on a chance. I think.
Okay.
He did not get that chance.
Delaney White to stats not going through, not this year.
Not this year. Very young team.
Very young team. Not
Similar
this year.
to George's.
Yeah, all the best next season. Kelsey from Calabar, very good, showing his Premier League experience and has been creating opportunities but strikers.
From Arnett.
Yeah, Kelson, right? He plays for Arnett, yes.
Yes, he played for Arnett.
Yeah. And then the teams in the Manning Cup group move the ball really well. Watch their games and Ryan. Oh, the teams in Manning. That's what I'm telling people. Ryan Shippy TV, I think it's called on YouTube. Watch the Manning's team. The teams in that zone. Watch Frome, watch Petersfield. These guys are part. You don't get to watch some of the zones, and that is why people say these things. You understand me?
So what? He has the games?
No, man. There, if you go to Shippy TV on YouTube, you can watch Manning's High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
I think it's called Shippy. Yeah, Shippy TV. Let me just get the correct. I can't post a link in the video. But the games are there. Yeah, man. It's called Ryan Rayon Shippy. All the games are there. Godfrey Stewart versus Rossies. Green Island, Rossies versus Frome.
Shippy TV.
No, Rayon. You just put it right there, man. Ryan Shippy. You just type in that name and you find the games. Yeah.
I have to do some checking with this Manning's team because it looks like you guys putting out some talent. There's a guy that's going to explode in the Premier League next season. Believe me, he has been doing very well. But we're not talking Premier League here, so let's not talk.
Yes, Kevin Moss. He is. Yeah, him have hurt feelings. Say Kevin Moss. You hit the nail on the head. The man is a Charlie Mount man and he has hurt feelings with Dintil. The man just a beat Dintil and a beat.
What?
Ducky.
What is so mix up? What is saying? What are you saying? It's so mix up.
Man, how you fight the D Cup team who relinquished the stranglehold that Manning Cup team had at Olivier Shield? We're not fighting Clarendon College. I'm just saying that it is going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult for Clarendon College to go through. Hey. Oh, yes. All right, so today, yeah, man, top 10. Okay, so Everdeen Scarlett. You hear Bingy Blair telling management about Mr. B today. Oh, Everdeen Scarlett asking the All Topic TV. Okay, that's the interview with you, Bingy Blair. Very good one that people need to watch it. All right. And we have a lot of comments. You have anything you want to say, Maxwell? Because I try and get in a lot of comments.
Come on, go through the comments. I'll comment when it's time, man.
All right. Delaney White. You know how much points Stats have? All right, let me tell you, because I don't think you understand. Stats is on 6 points. And they have 2 games remaining. So if they win both games, they go to 12 points. All right? That's stats. If Tivoli win one more game, Tivoli goes to 13. So stats cannot pass Camperdown, and they would not be able to pass Tivoli if Tivoli wins one game. Excelsior needs just 2 more games, and stat 3 points, and stat can't pass them. So stats gonna make it. Stats not gonna make it, man. Stats have Dunoon. All right, so let me give them that 3 points. Stats beating Dunoon, so they get 3 points right there. All right, who is their next game? Who is stats last game? Let's look at stats. So they have Dunoon to play, and they have Jonathan Grant to play. So they're going to have to hope that other team lose to go through, man. Stats not going to make it, man. I see they saying that, management, you don't know if Duki didn't see the Dintil before, because in the first, I heard giving out instruction to his players, and you can tell Mr. Him never watched that team before. No, man. No, man. I think you miss what I am saying is that when Duki says that they're a final team, like a team to go into the finals, all I'm saying is that he has not watched the other teams in the competition to give a proper assessment. He can only assess the Dintil team based on how they have played in the zone, because he has not watched William Nib. He has not watched Lennon. He has not watched Garvey Marcel. He has not watched Mannings. He has not watched those games to see those teams. That's all I'm saying. He could be right, but I doubt that he has watched them. All right? Manchester High School as well. We did bring up Manchester. Did you get the ranking? Paul, give them a ranking again for the Dakar Cup.
Oh, the rankings for the Costa?
Yeah.
Okay. Dintil, Monroe, William Nib, Mannings, Manchester High, Lennon, Garvey Masio. I expect all of these teams to be in the mix at the latter part of the Dakar Cup this year.
Yeah.
And well, I don't know. I didn't do the Manning Cup.
Yeah, we'll do the Money Cup on the next show, because remember that, yeah. But Tara Thompson, let me tell you this: the keeper that was in the Manning's goal, because Manning's played the game with 10 players. A player got red carded, really. The keeper that was in the goal was actually the reserve. The number one keeper didn't keep, because the number one keeper is it's a book school, so if he chose to do schoolwork and he missed training, and they play the reserve. Right? Because it's, if money school, you have to do your book work.
They have depth, though. They have depth.
There you go. And so the reserve keeper kept in the game. Yeah. And then All Topic TV asked if Pearson from KC play for the national U team.
Did
Pearson,
Christopher?
Yes.
He was in the actually he was in the under 15 when the under 17s came up. He didn't make the final part of that team, but he was in the under 15 team. Christopher Pearson. He is one of the main players in that KC team.
Yeah. There you go. See somebody is saying what I'm saying, right? Christiana, right? Manchester High over Christiana. Those teams are playing good football, but we don't get to see them. Nobody really seen the other teams in D Cup. They're not getting much media view. Teams like Garvey, William Nib, Mannings, Monroe. These teams are playing good football, so you can't be up. Listen, how many persons have watched St. Thomas technical play?
Almost nobody.
People telling me that. Go ahead.
Normally those groups don't really carry no punch,
What?
Normally those groups.
We're talking about St. Thomas technical and Titchfield.
St. Thomas, it's been a while, to be honest, it's been a while for St. Thomas team to really show up,
Yeah.
Titchfield, different thing though, but St. Thomas.
All right. Yakin Boza Guzman said, Kingston College will see anyone else in the final. Mannings, man, you will still sing Seabuck. No. But jump off. Jump off on the Seabar train right now.
Oh my God.
Jump off. We jump off. We jump off on the train right now. Then Chester, a top team, brother. Cristiano go on good, but not as good. That is Manchester High. Romario Lawrence asking which club the number 10 from KC play for? Jerome Barkley. Good player. Is it half of you?
Jerome Barkley?
Yeah.
He's at Portmore.
Oh, Portmore. Good player. Very good player.
I
Very
understand
good.
he's supposed to be actually going to England at the end of the season. I think he
Okay.
has some parent that is there, so I think that's what the plan is.
Yeah. And then someone is asking, unseen, how many RSPL ballers play for Dinkill? Just Gary Mills.
That's Gary Mills.
Yeah, the youth was at Mount Pleasant. Gary
They have
Mills.
some more. They have some academy players there from Mount Pleasant. Also.
Yeah. Yeah, St. Thomas Technical is a school. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, brother, if you want to get in touch with Byron Earl, let me know. Kirk, I'll let you know. I want to get in touch with Byron Earl. I want to, right? Yeah, I want to get in touch with him. All right, so Neo, this is Alex Woolmarian. Big up management and the crew, all the chatters, silent watchers, and panelists. Enough respect. That is the next Woolmarian right there. All right, honestly, I expected Calabar to be in the quarterfinal, but I never expected them to progress from there. I think they will be a bigger team next season. Man, I am Calabar get me prediction. Whole of my money prediction wrong, man. They really
Right.
threw me out. I'm telling
The
you.
coach, man. The coach.
CC, Clarendon College a bogey team for these Clarendon, so them soon pull a spur because CC has step it up. Brethren, all I'm saying is that Clarendon College has 2 games, one against Glenmuir, one against Edwin Allen. If they lose one out of those 2 games, they cannot progress to the next round. That's all I'm saying. All right, that's all I'm saying. They are going to be out. All right, and Mr. Maxwell, question for you: which player has impressed you the most?
Overall, or last week?
Yeah, Crazy RTV, because they always call out players' name, you know, when we do the show. So you're talking overall or last week?
Well, if it's okay, there are a couple of players, you know, that really did impress. But to be honest, Christopher Pearson, right, and the other one, the Jamon Barkley, Kingston College. Most of the other players that I've seen, Kingston College is the only team that I can say I'd pick 2 players from that were really caught my eye the other day. You understand? Aldridge, of course, is another one from Kingston Technical, and that youngster from Mona, but he's 19, so he's definitely
the Mona guy, and he plays
right.
a very good player.
Very good player also. But to be honest, Pearson and Barkley, I want to see them against stronger opposition. I don't think we even see the better as yet. In some people's opinion, they say Pearson might very well be the best player in the Manning Cup.
There's a lot of players. Let me tell you this. There is the Gary Mills, the number 9, who was at Mount Pleasant in Premier League. Very good player at Dinkill. All right? Very good player. I'm going to give you an next player. And next year, he's going to be in Europe. By April next year, he's not going to finish school. He was at Mount Pleasant. He's a center back that is 6 feet tall. He plays at Mannings. It's Javon Williams. And he's going to be in Europe, in a big club in Europe. They have spotted him already. I'm telling you. So what I'm saying is that there are players that we're just not seeing them because we don't see someone putting up a next player name here from out in St. Thomas. Damani Garden. He said that from St. Thomas Technical are the best schoolboy player in Jamaica right now.
So my name is
Thomas
Paul.
Technical.
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah.
you watch the
Yes,
game,
what I
don't
mean?
you?
Watch this. I hear that William Nib have a captain down there. You have this captain from BB Coke who, since he have been injured, they have been suffering. There's people say
I
that
heard
he's one
about
of
the
the
BB
best.
Coke player.
Say that he's one of the best defenders in the league, but we're not seeing. Yeah, see, our next man down here saying that the entire Manning's team's tough. I'm telling you, they have a number 12. They have a guy called Abino Williams. They have Shamar Hilton. They have a very good team. You have Deschanel Russell from Dintil. Yeah, you have the youngster from Claremont, Charlie Mount too. The number 10, a 15-year-old. Very good baller.
I heard about him.
Yeah, that's the one I told you to watch.
Yeah, man, I know. I heard about man.
Quality.
Yeah,
The
Hodges from Orchardus High, who was an ex-Mount Pleasant player. Good player as well.
Man, the captain from Dintil who scored the 2 goals against Charlie Mount. Quality
Good player. All right, I tell you, we have the St. Catherine captain. That is St. Catherine High School. That midfielder guy. Very good player. The captain.
Yeah.
The captain from that scored a goal. That defender that scored a goal against Calabar. Very solid defender. What's his name? The Cavaliers player.
Oh, Wisdom.
Wisdom. Listen, there are some good players in the league.
What about keepers? I will never give keepers no praise,
No, man, I gave the three that I said. The JC, I'd mentioned
see, McQueen Aldridge from number 8 from Kingston
surprise everybody. Kingston College keeper. Watch him, you're gonna see.
No, I think the Calabar keeper is the best still.
What about in the
you haven't seen the KC keeper yet?
Huh?
In the
Dacaster Cup, in the Dacaster Cup, man, is have 2 good goalkeepers, Number 1 and number 7. A team named Green Island has a very good goalkeeper as well, but those teams are not going to do it.
Asha from Mount Pleasant, Dintil goalkeeper. Asha, very quality.
Oh, okay.
The first stream and the second stream, quality goalkeepers.
And listen, there are so many. Listen, people, let me see if I can get some of the comments and run through them again because the comments come in fast. All right. Kirk Rowe, we're going to do that. All right. So we're going to drop that so you can get to see it. Yeah, let me see which one of the comment. Guys, do you think Maxwell, I want to answer that?
That's just here. Oh, okay. No, actually, I was going to ask that question on the Mount Pleasant if the schoolboy football, because what's happening at Mount Pleasant? Because it's like the whole thing is disintegrating because a lot of the set from that initial intake
are gone.
Right? It's like all of them are going to schoolboy football. I know
Kevin Pellebulis' son is in Florida.
He left. There are a number of names. That is like that initial crop. Has the experiment failed? That's the question. Because one of the things we are seeing a few of them going into the senior program, but we're not seeing. Maybe I don't know. I don't know about something that is not right there. For these guys to be moving, is Mount Pleasant not doing something correct? Because one of the things I had mentioned to somebody from Mount Pleasant, you have to have these guys playing. You can't have them playing in a private high school league. It's not going to help them develop at all. So either they participate in the league in St. Anne's, or something
like the major
like
league or something like that.
The problem is that I understand that the Mount Pleasant Academy is actually a registered charity. So there are issues with that. I don't know, get the full gist on it, but that is one of the issues, that it's a full-fledged charity.
Yeah. Neo, there's a lot of JPL players in the league. I think more than 20 of the players are involved in JPL squads. Most of them may not have played regularly, but in terms of those who play regularly, there are around 4 of them.
Way more than that.
Way more than that. Kelson,
Way more.
Pearson, Kelson, Jimenez. Who again?
You have Ainsworth,
Gary
you have Clark,
yeah,
you have Rochester. This is just from one club off the top. You have the Twins at Veer. Believe me, you have Adrian Reed. He was also involved. He didn't play. Antoine Mitchell at St. Catherine. It's way more than 20. I'm just thinking from even the Cavalier alone. And then Harborview also has guys sprinkled around the league. So it's quite a bit.
Yeah, and then somebody talking about this guy named McQueen Aldridge from KT. Very good player as well.
Mm-hmm. We'll see where he's going to be in the next Premier League.
Somebody said that the
Which club is the KT guy play for?
I am doing my check. It seems like I'll leave that. I won't discuss that.
Yeah.
Okay. You're smiling.
So listen. Here's this now. Mannings, this is definitely a Mannings person, you know. Mannings players have no specific position. The defense can't play forward, and the forward play defense. I've never seen a team so well rounded. This one said Tona produced like country.
The country team them produce.
That's true. That thing on the keepers.
Yeah.
That is so true. When you want a good goalkeeper, you go to the country. That comment went. Yeah, man. Town, the keepers. All of the keepers I tell you about that I've seen in the urban area, Manning Cup. Personally, my problem with them that they're small. And I have a serious problem with small keepers.
Yeah. They're small for transition into the professional.
Yeah. There's somebody talking about the Lennon number 10. Listen, it will be good for you to give us the names, man. The Lennon number 10, because we don't know all the names. That's part of the issue, you know. Like
Lennon number 10 is one of the twins.
Oh, from Veer. Yes. Which team traditionally play the best ball on the floor? I mean, that Veer is current. It depends on the strength of the team, because I've seen over the years different schools do it. I mean, I've seen Cornwall teams that they do it. I've seen George's team, JC teams, KC teams. I've seen the Bridgeport team. I've seen the Dintil team with Kaim Paris and Jason Leckie and Alwyn Harvey.
That varies depending on the personnel that they have.
Yeah, I've seen the Norman Manley team in the past do it, the Charlie Smith team. I mean, Woolman's team with Hines. That big defender named Hines. That Woolman's team.
It varies.
Yeah. So it varies. Yeah. Yes, people, please make sure you like up the video, you know, because we're gone past 2 hours now, so you know we're wrapping up. So good show. Abijah is trying to get into college. His brother is now playing there. His brother name is Abina Wallace. Yes. Playing there as well and doing well. So Abina is playing now. Yeah. Lennon, the Lennon guy is Tyrese. Is a Harrison twins. Yes. Tyrese Harrison.
Tyrese and Tyreek Harrison.
And Tyreek Harrison. Yes, they play for Veer. Yes. Yeah, man. Come on, people. Compre feel live. Yeah. Compre, we'll have to go through because they have big match. They have big match, you know, to determine if they're going to make it or not. All right, people, hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Come on. Can't have only 30 likes on such a good video. So hit the like button as it comes to.
We need more likes there, man.
Yeah, man. I have to share the content. Now, go ahead, Mr. Maxwell. This is your time to tell the people to close off. You have 5 minutes as usual to close off and talk to the people. Tell them what you're looking forward to.
Okay, for me, what I'm going to be looking forward is not even in the Manning Cup this time, you know, because my interest has peaked for the Augusta Cup. So I'm looking to see how the matchups. I'm looking keenly at the Clarendon matches. I really want to see what happens there. because I think that will basically show us the quality that, if we might basically even see one of the defending champions coming out early. To be honest, my money might be on them coming out early, to be honest, because they're just not looking like how they normally look. The other teams, to be honest, there are a number of matches that are going to be live this week, and I'll tell everybody, try to take them in. These are the rural matches. They are going to be televised. So these are matches we're going to be really looking keenly to follow and so on. And as I said, we need to see this Manning's team. I personally am going to go on what is Shippy TV.
Run
I'm
Shippy,
going to be
yeah,
looking
check it
at
out.
on that. So these teams, and I think you know, we'll
And
we'll see.
Carnival and Herbert Marcy playing tomorrow.
Oh yes,
I
you
think so.
remember Cornwall, but Cornwall not showing up at all this year.
Yeah, I think
Not
Carnival.
showing up.
I think. Let me see. That is the game tomorrow. Is that the game tomorrow? Cornwall versus Herbert Morrison. That's a big
I
game.
it could be the TV game, Not 100% sure. But outside of those that we're looking in the Costa Cup, the Manning Cup, I think we're basically going to be see everything coming down to the nitty gritty this week, where we'll see people jostling for positions. We'll also see probably some questionable matches where the benches might be rolled out. So expect that people will be jockeying and looking to who wants to finish first, second, or third, or who they might even want to take out of the Manning Cup.
No.
So
Okay. No man. Carnival playing TV game also. William Nib. No, you sure about that? Because the fixture that I'm seeing. Hold on. I seen tomorrow. Oh yeah. It's
rural matches. Most of the matches this week is rural.
yeah.
Everything
It's
this week is
Carnival. Yeah,
rural.
man. Carnival versus William Nib versus Holland, and Cornwall versus Herbert Morrison. What a game! All right.
Well, that's where my
Thanks,
thing is
Jody
going to be
Smith.
this week.
See,
Going down to because that's the only way we can get to really see some good talent.
yeah.
And I understand from what I'm seeing here that we're getting a lot of talent down there.
So tomorrow you get to see Cornwall. Yeah, tomorrow you get to see Cornwall, Herbert Morrison, and William Nib. Then on Saturday, big derby against Mannings versus Froome. You want to watch that one?
That one, believe me, man, if I can get to go down there for that one, I think I might very well go for that one.
Yeah. Big game on Saturday. So we'll see. Unseen. What say you?
Well, for me, the league is shaping up to be, some teams or some big teams or traditional teams not going to make it out. And we call one name so far Clarendon College, and it seems that way to me. I have a problem though with the broadcasting. I think it's also allow other persons to get the right and broadcast schoolboy football. They a set a person control the Dacosta Cup, and a set a person control the Manning Cup. So the whole Jamaica can accept the package and watch the package, the schoolboy football, and make it more interesting. Get more fans to come on board and support. Because a lot of persons they have to be calling that to get information and stuff. You could just watch it on the TV. You understand me? Yeah. Big up to the people on the show, and thank you for your support. Click the like, touch the like button, and give Manny's money support, please.
Yeah. All right. Let me just give you my number one, right? So let me give you the KC players, right? Let me give you some KC players. Romain Blake is a JC player that is from Inter Florida FC Academy. Romain Blake, he's at JC. All right. Don't know if he has started playing yet or if he's sitting out, right? But the player from England that is coming back to play for KC that I know about is Lewis Watson. Lewis Watson, that's his name. He's coming back. Lewis Watson is his name.
The assistant coach's son. Yes.
He's a big player over there in England.
That's the one I had leaked the other day. The father said he didn't want anybody to know, but that's him. Big left footer.
Tell the father say we have birds who fly over the place and get all kind of information for us. Yeah, Andrew Jackson, I did, you know. Yeah, man, I was there at Concert Spring when Ryan Nelson and Dino Williams and all of us were there during that time when Chippy and those guys were in the big team. We're in them time they had under 21 competition, so we were. All right. Yeah, man, but William did for the D Cup, 40 straight for the Manning Cup. CVM carried, just I can only see highlights. So can I watch it? Oh, hey, you can watch the game. All right. So how can I watch the game?
You have to download Sports Max app.
Yeah.
And catch the game live.
That's the Sports Max app. CVM.
If you have Fire Stick, I think CVM is on Fire Stick,
Yes, it is. They have to get it and download it on here. You can.
Yeah, and the games are on CVM. So if you have a Fire Stick, you can get CVM.
You can,
and check it out. All right, but people listen.
It's on TV too. It's on Scene TV, but sometimes they don't really stream it live on YouTube. I don't understand.
Or you can do what some of the schools do. Some of the schools have a Facebook page and they show the games in the Facebook page. So like some of the schools in town, a lot of the town schools, right? They have Facebook pages, and a person will go live from Facebook, and you get. It's not the best quality, but at least you get to be a part of it. You understand me? Yeah, but listen, someone's in some trees, because they're not supposed to be at the venue, in some trees on them phone. You understand me? And the man shaking, but you get to see what is.
But seriously, ISA needs to look at that aspect. Once the matches, the ones that they have to be televised by the official people, they should allow the schools to do broadcast their own matches. You understand?
Yeah.
On social media, that's what they need to do now.
Yeah.
Big up Jeremy, big assistant coach down
big
by
up
JC. Bag of thing, Analysis of work, my boss.
Yes, Coach Jeremy out there at JC in problem. Yeah, man. But I mean, listen, people, thank you so much for watching. We have gone past our 2 hours. We started out doing a 1 hour show. It got to 1 hour 30 minutes. Now it's got to 2 hours and things. So I want to thank all of you for sticking and staying with us. Want to say a big thank you to Chris, the sports guy. Listen, go and support his channel. He also puts out a lot of information about schoolboy football. You understand me? Also, check out Unseen Sports, right? I want you to help him. Go over there and build up his subscription. You understand me? He's here supporting me, and he has his own channel. So go over there and support him, show him some love. Maxwell is the scout. If you have a good player out there and you want him, get some little boss in a certain place, that's the man. This is the man who says, listen, good player, let me see him. When he sees the player, say, all right, let me get him into, you want to get him into this school, you want to get him into this club, let me work on that for you. That's the man right there. They say that every time you see him, he have a little bag. And in that bag is all kind of scouting information.
Then paper and laptop.
Yes. If you see him around your club, if you see him at a game at your club playing, him scouting your players. You understand me? So I can see it.
I get some money's player now.
Yeah, he's going down. Going down there. So look out, Reno. You understand me? I have a man coming down there. But thank you so much for coming on. Thanks to our sponsors as well, Tricknick, who are the sponsors of this video. We also want to let you know that tomorrow we have a very special, the Coach's Corner. We have the Coach's Corner with Coach Ledford, Mark Ledford. They call him Mark Skipper Ledford. Was a national player, Cornwall College student or player as well. He was also instrumental in the success of Wadada in the early beginnings. Like I said, represented Jamaica. So he's going to be on tomorrow in the coach's corner. We're going to have that discussion with him. So come on and be a part of that. And we have a couple other interviews throughout this week. Some double for your trouble lined up for this week as well. Continue to support the channel by liking and subscribing to the platform. Again, thank you so much. This was such a fun show. Paul, thank you so much. It was so, I mean, these shows are so good. I get so pumped up about them. Unseen. Love the vibe. We love the vibe. This is good. This is good. Some of these big companies need to call us and say, listen, you guys are doing a big job. Let us take, yeah. And you understand, we put some sponsorship on the thing. This is a big thing we're doing right here. And look at the audience, and they're making it better. So bless up and really appreciate. Please, people, hit the like button. The reason why we keep doing content is because people like it. And if you're not liking it, what are we going to do? And subscribe and get somebody else to subscribe as well. We did a video today with you, Bingy Blair. Trust me. I want you to watch it. I want you to watch it. It was that good that I wanted to go back and watch it. Again, bless you and thank you. I'm going to leave you with a word from our sponsors, Tricknick. And so enjoy the rest of your evening. And we will do this again on Friday.
Friday
Monday. Evening. Friday evening.
Big scoops Monday.
Yeah, but Friday evening, we're going to have a show talking about what has happened. All right, Unseen, bless up. Maxwell, bless up.
With 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Tricknick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Tricknick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?